Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 2nd and 2.
Attack!
Now a carry for Hunt. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Chiefs first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here. Talk things over before third down. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. We'll talk things over before third down. Here's Mahomes. To the goal line and in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. That's going to be caught in the end zone. And they take the lead by 1.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Their own 27-yard line.
Ready, set. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and You'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Up the sideline to the 40. And they bring him down, but not until he gets to the 45-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Let's go. He'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he'll work this down inside the 35. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Here we go. Start.
They'll try and run it with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down. Have it by plenty, too. Keeping the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Ready.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
They run with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
That's good.
Out of the gun. It's Milroe. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
Walker trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now, Milroe, this is a designed run, and he will take it in himself. Jalen Milroe, touchdown Seahawks. His 2nd TD of the game and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Seahawks will line up
on the zone read. He'll keep it himself.
Decision to go for two was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for two. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Here comes Remigio from his end zone. Get across the 10. That is it. They'll be backed up to start this drive.
At their own 11-yard line.
Yellow.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Now Pacheco loses the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, like, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. Now here's second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
One more time with Walker. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal.
7 Pirates.
That is caught, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seattle. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
They're on 27-yard line.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. It's the safety, Julian Love. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great form.
Zombie Nation.